of the ways that people cheat drug tests without throwing anybody under the bus? Because
oh yeah,
you said you were on 17 of them and they only caught you for 7.
Yeah.
What's the secret?
Well,
besides, I don't want to say that.
It's changed over time. Moreover, here would be a great question. I think this is the one that you're asking me. How are guys getting away with it now?
Yeah.
And right when USADA stepped in, I mean, we had champions who, the day USADA steps in, they have never won another fight. Multiple champions that had never won another fight. You got the incredible shrinking man. USADA steps in. All 205-pounders are now 185-pounders. It was very obvious. I'm just sharing with you that now it's coming back, and you're starting to see it. And I was very curious, and I called some guys that were experts and masters in cheating. Just said, God, I got to know. How are they doing it? And one guy told me, he said, well, the rumor is, and he said, but I don't believe it. He said, the rumor is that they're microdosing, where they just take this little tiny bit and they just take it every day, and it either doesn't show up on the test because it's so small, or it's thresholds, you're within the limits. And he said, but I don't personally believe that. This is what everybody's telling me. And we can take one look and know who's cheating and who's not. To try to get those guys to talk or try to explain it, I mean, it's a very competitive. It's a real competitive edge. If you told one guy, even if it was your best friend, you tell one guy, then he tells a guy and tells, and all of a sudden you don't have that advantage anymore. But there is a number of ways to get away with it. Where I'm more concerned is kind of like you're saying with the Russians, which is I don't believe that they knew that they were cheating. I don't believe that the athletes knew they were doing something like that. And there is examples where trainers or coaches can get it into their athletes, with healthy athletes, sure, through their drinks you've heard of, through their foods you've heard of, but they can also do it with topical creams and things like this. And I mean, we've got 2 gyms in this sport where every one of them, not most of them, not 90%, 100% of their guys from both of those gyms are in gross violation, but they get away with it. And I always wonder, okay, do they have real good secrets, or is somebody at a different level administering this? And I don't know the answer to that. And that would be speculative, and that would be very very dirty, what I'm suggesting right now.
But wouldn't they get caught?
You would think.
If they were.
You would think, but look at the Russians, didn't, until they did.
Yeah.
Man.
That's why.